Here is Roberto Luongo talking about hanging out with some NHL All-Stars back in this scene, representing the Florida Panthers. So how much do you know about the city of Nashville?
Only from playing here a few times, maybe a couple bars on the Strip.
Yeah.
How about the music in the dressing room? Who controls that? And does the country sneak in there?
Only when we're in Nashville. You know, when we play anywhere else, it's hip-hop and dance music. But when we're in Nashville, it's always the country music blaring.
The Twitter account. This is totally casual, Hockey Central at noon, and we appreciate you coming on to Sportsnet 590 The Fan and Sportsnet. Who do you run by your tweets? Or do you run them by anybody before you put them out there?
No, I don't run them by myself. I make sure I read it out a couple times to make sure nothing.
Are you referring to as ghost writer?
Yeah.
No, I'm just wondering. We all get because they're hilarious.
Yeah.
But sometimes you worry: am I going to tick somebody off? Am I going to cross the line? Or
I try to make fun of myself, so usually that's okay.
Well, the shootout one was hilarious.
Yeah. So you know.
Are you cutting and pasting these pictures and all of that, because some of them are hilarious?
Well, yeah. Usually, I mean, if I think of I search pictures, and sometimes I find something that I find funny, and I put my own saying on top of it. But obviously, the pictures are stuff that I find online, but my tweets are my own.
So just before we came on air, we were just having a quick discussion about the different feel coming in with the 3-on-3. You've participated in these many times throughout your career. This one has a different feeling. So in the brief time that you've arrived in Nashville here, have you had a feel on how competitive this just might get?
I'm not sure. I mean, it's an all-star game, you know. I think guys are not going to be 100% all out. Maybe, you know, when we get maybe to the final and if the game's tight, guys will probably bear down a little bit more. But it might be a little more competitive than the prior years, but I don't think it'll be like a full-blown 3-on-3 like a regular season.
2 periods, the goalies are going to switch.
Yep.
Do you want the start, or do you want to be in there at the end locking things down?
Well, both are fun, but I think I'm more of a start type guy. You know, I don't like to come in cold and then you know, I got old bones. You know, you gotta make sure they're nice and warm when we start.
So give me a sense, and whoever's watching, in terms of how it changes for a goaltender from traditional 5-on-5 to 3-on-3. Is there more torque on your body? Is there the feeling that you have to be much more aggressive? Like, or deeper?
I think
how does it change for you?
I think it's the opposite. You got to be a bit deeper in your net, just because there's so many plays that can happen, back doors or multiple passes. I mean, if you get caught out challenging and all of a sudden you got to go back door, you know, it's a long way to go. So for me personally, kind of like the regular season, when we go 3-on-3, I like to be a little bit more deeper in my net, just to make sure that you know, there's a lot more scoring chances, opportunities, backdoor plays, and you want to make sure that you're able to get there.